Welcome everyone to an expectant arena which for now, whilst overseen by cloud, is dry, but which may very soon be getting pretty damp. And that may well, of course, have an impact on the game when it starts, or indeed as it develops. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where I'm pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Now, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who could play anywhere across the line, so this is a great guy to have in your squad.
Okay, interesting. Now it's Messi. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Messi. Alvarez! He's hit it first time.
Alvarez really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Rice, and it goes cross-field. White, Bellingham, moved on forwards. Kane, Foden, he's got, there's the shot!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Paredes. Messi. Brilliantly cut out. And it's hoisted clear. England have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
It's been a super start. They've made their intentions clear and they've backed them up.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. And the goalkeeper's got good palm to that. A chance to play it in. Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
England, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Rice. Yehi. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Yehi. Rice. Romero. De Paul. Simeone. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Acuna. Yehi shifted upfield. Rice. And it's Kane. And that was nowhere near his best. Bellingham. And it's lofted through here. And he's managed to get free. Played into them. Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
De Paul gets into some space. Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. That's really well manoeuvred. Caresses it through. Anderson. White. Foden looking to add to his goal. Bellingham. McAllister with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Acuna, gently done. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Messi. Alvarez. Simeone. And here's Messi. That has been knocked clear. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
England leading a cagey game here It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more. England carrying a one-goal lead. And it's played forward. Simeone. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kane.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Paredes. And that's been won straight back. McAllister spread out to the left. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Acuna, now here's the delivery. That's well blocked, and back out it comes.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Spence herring after the ball here. So who's he picking out? Rice. Gahey being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
Succumbs to the pressure. Paredes has given away a free kick. And it's Kane. Rice. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Great defending, strong and determined. Gordon looking to run onto it. De Paul. Argentina keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
McAllister. Paredes. Romero. Messi. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken.
Exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
White, probing pass. It's Kane! And the ball, oh, they could be caught out here. He can get that clear. He has found the way through. Messi. And he's lost his man here. Alvarez! And that could come back to haunt them.
Alvarez was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
They've played it short. Acuna. It's a mighty effort! That's really well cleared. Danger averted for now. Spence. Gordon. Nice physical challenge. And it's Messi. Proves too strong.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's been slipped through. Plenty waiting in the middle.
England clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez finds himself offside. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Fernandez. Anderson does really well to win the ball there.
Argentina really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Stones. Anderson. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. England have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please refrain from parking outside the stadium. Thank you for your cooperation.
So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Stones. Bellingham. Romero. Messi. A chance to play it in. There are a few waiting for it. De Paul. He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already. Yehi. Gordon. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. England suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, I would think, Peter, that this team needs help from the experience within. That should help begin the recovery at least.
McAllister. Simeone. Calmly anticipates. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And the shot's on here. Foden. That's going to go a long way. Moved on forwards. And it's Messi. Acuna. Bellingham. McAllister. That's an imaginative pass. Gordon. Romero, who does have an assist to his name. Alvarez. Simeone. Simeone has got himself a free kick. White. Bellingham. And that's a throw. De Paul. And it's Messi. Anderson. Spence. Half an hour played now. Great defending, strong and determined. Messi. He's found a way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lofted upfield. Spence. Rice. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Anderson. Stones. Stones played over towards the opposite flank. Rice. Spence. Rice. Now it's Gordon. Caught offside that time. Keeper's got good distance on that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. McAllister. Otamendi. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
England really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. Stones. Bellingham. Played towards the front line. Ambitious ball here.
Kane really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
The pull. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's nice. The pull with the gets his head on it! Gehi gets good distance on it. Senesi. McAllister. Senesi shifted upfield. Acuna. And that's a bullish header! Oh, taken with style! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Argentina, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Foden. Oh, nice touch. Foden. And here's Gordon. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He's having a go. Wonderful save by Martinez. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Rice goes short. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Bellingham aimed forwards. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Argentina might just have gone into conservation mode here. Their focus now is clearly to just hold on.
It's a very different story for their opponents, though, who just have to throw everything at it and hope for the best. Foden. Gordon. Out to the right. He is just caressing the ball. White skims one in. Romero. Anderson does really well to win the ball there. And here's Gordon. Foden. Over to the left. Reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Spence. Foot in. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee has given a corner. Bellingham. And a shot! Romero gets it clear. Well read, nice interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Acuna. And the counter is on. He's through here. Alvarez. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of it.
He's shooting! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he's a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Rice. Gahey forwards and with intent. Bellingham played out towards the right wing. That's a nicely weighted pass. Otamendi can get it clear. Rice with the short one. Kane with the delivery. Nice interception, well timed. This could be their final throw of the dice. Rice plays it short. Foden. DePaul. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Simeone tries to dink it through. Paredes. And it's Messi. Alvarez. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Bellingham. So that's it. It is all over. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character, and it's good to see that in the game.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Well, the defence proved infallible then. That won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Kane. He has a look up. It's run loose here. That's really well manoeuvred. And now the breakaway. De Paul. Paredes. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez played with finesse. Bellingham.
Argentina are playing very deep here. They seem happy to let their opponents have the ball. They're not bothered.
Kane. It's Kane!
Kane made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Moved on forwards. Messi. And that is out of play. Messi looking to get on the end of this. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Alvarez really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
Bellingham. White. Acuna shifted upfield. Messi. Rice. He's going to be disappointed with that. Otamendi. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Simeone. Acuna picks it up now. So who's he picking out? Nice control. Crosses it in here. Pickford claims it without any fuss. Anderson. Into the channel. And it's White. White. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez, gently done. He can run onto that. Nice interception, well timed. Deftly away. Kane. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Climbs up big! England! great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Senesi. Play towards the front line. And nicely intercepted. Anderson aimed forwards. And here's Gordon. Played out to the right. Acuna makes the interception. McAllister, gently done. Now it's Messi. Simeone. Out to the left it goes. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. White forwards and with intent. Senesi. Simeone. In it comes. Now it's Alvarez. Shot a goal! And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole, the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
England have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. England carrying a one-goal lead. McAllister. Paredes. And it's played forward. Anderson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Bellingham. And that is as far as they're going to go. Alvarez. Simeone. Thinks one through. Now it's Messi. Messi.
Argentina clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And it's Kane. Kane! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That looks a cracking ball. That has been cut short. Anderson. Rice. England are still that goal to the good. Rice has created one goal already. succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Messi. Over to the left. He's in plenty of space here.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Anderson. Spence. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Cleared without complication. That's a little off target. Simeone. Senesi. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Yehi. Moved on forwards.
England clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Messi with a definite foul there. Kane. It's Kane! Well, the ball's come loose here. Oh, and one more try! Oh, and that should have been two.
Livramento really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Romero. Argentina do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Otamendi forwards and with intent. Anderson. Yehi. Just 5 minutes left. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Livramento. Bellingham. Livramento. Anderson. Gordon. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Paredes. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's to Paul. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Simeone. And time is up. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the players today are starting by boys from the local school team.
So off we go then. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
That's a throw. Bellingham. Moved on forwards. Messi, and they can counter here. Showing good feet. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Stones attempts a clearance. And that is out of play. And it's Paredes. There are a few waiting for it. De Paul. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Towards the other side. White forwards and with intent. De Paul. Messi. England yet to have an attempt on goal.
Alvarez, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Foden. Senesi cuts out the pass. That's a throw. And it's White. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Paredes defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great defending, strong and determined. That's really well manoeuvred. Alvarez. Simeone! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that plummets the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Senesi shifted upfield. Bellingham. White. Aim forwards. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
McAllister. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. It's Rodrigo de Paul. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Time to deliver. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Spence. Anderson. Rice. The pass has gone astray. Messi. He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Stones getting this one clear. And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So off we go once more. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Senesi. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Kane. Bellingham. And here's Gordon, over to the left. Shot a goal! And that would have been some goal.
Spence clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And it's played forward. Alvarez. Rice. Rice, gently done. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Romero, that's a sharp pass. Nice physical challenge. Foden. Bellingham. White looking to run onto it. They get a throw in. Anderson. And here's Foden. Messi. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Out to the left it goes. He's found a way through. Nice control. Looking for a decent ball in. The ball goes in. De Paul. Acuna. Gehi clears it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Anderson, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Foden! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
And that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
England have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And it's Messi. Lovely feet. And here's Messi. De Paul. De Paul! Four attempts, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And it's been taken short. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Cleared away. Bellingham forwards and with intent. Spence. Moved on forwards. Kane is flagged offside. Senesi. Aim forwards. Nicely intercepted.
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Foden. Senesi gets good distance on it.
England clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. De Paul. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Argentina really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Anderson. Paredes.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Gordon. Oh, that's neat. Now it's Kane. He has found the way through. Oh, it's come loose. So who's he picking out? Succumbs to the pressure. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Gets the shot away! Thumps it clear. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to ask you for a show of hands for the many volunteers who have helped in the planning for today's match.
So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. In with the challenge. Messi. And now the breakaway. Succumbs to the pressure. Gordon. Now it's Alvarez. And it's Messi. He's found the way through. Simeone. Thinks one through. Messi. And the ball is out of play. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think
Gehi is the guilty party there. Argentina starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a begging.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't tick out that killer ball.
Here's Foden. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Gordon, and he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Alvarez. Now it's Simeone. Messi. Good take. Alvarez! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Alvarez brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Bellingham. Ooh, delicate chip through. Now it's Gordon. Gordon. England have reclaimed it. Rice gently done. Shoots! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Senesi shifted upfield. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's clean! England! England take the lead! A momentary lapse exploited with glee. England have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gehi gets it away. Acuna. Simeone. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's neat. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Oh, sweet feet. That looks a good cross. Pickford gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Bellingham. it'll be a throw-in. Simeone, he's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham forwards and with intent. Always onto this. Now it's Foden. Fires it. Real chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of sides that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
England can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. And it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. England carrying a one-goal lead. Gets a good foot in there. Simeone gets into some space. White. Foden. Bellingham. And here's Kane. Bellingham. Foden. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Played in by Foden. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. The message is clear. None shall pass. Alvarez. Well, Jim, this really does look like a safety in numbers approach to defending we're seeing here.
Well, sometimes you just have to prepare for what's coming your way. And they know that they're going to be involved in certainly the next spell of physicality in dealing with an aerial approach.
Yeah, it's toe-to-toe, bicep to bicep, all about feet and inches. Yehi. Spence. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
That's a nicely weighted pass. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
England, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
England are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Bellingham did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Spence. And here's Kane. Foden. And a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
McAllister. Now it's Messi. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. It's out for a goal kick. And here's Bellingham. Do have a chance to counter here. Messi. Now it's Simeone. Oh, nice touch. De Paul. De Paul! Can he stop? Oh, they could be caught out here. Simeone. And he shoots! Kane given the lift of his goal. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Gordon. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi. He is just caressing the ball. McAllister. De Paul. Lovely bit of skill. Alvarez! It's in! And what a climax we have here! You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Argentina give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And here's Kane.
England nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Gonzalez. He is through here. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Stones is there, and he can get that clear. Messi goes short. Bellingham does well to get it back. Kane. Bellingham. He's got away. Set. And that's that. England fall through. Sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
England certainly produced a lovely blend of flair and industry to earn a result that was fully merited for me.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, memorabilia from today's match are now on sale.
We're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Well, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who can play anywhere across the line, so this is a great guy to have in your squad.
Okay, interesting. McAllister. Foden hurtling down that right flank. Simeone. Acuna looking to run onto it. A chance to play it in. And here's Messi. Messi gets his head on it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Stones getting this one clear. And it's McAllister. Simeone. Gehi. Paredes with a definite foul there. Showing good feet, looking for a decent ball in, tries a shot! Bellingham. Simeone. Now it's Alvarez. That looks a good ball through. Messi, can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he rises to it.
Gehi. No goals as yet. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Rice forwards and with intent. Messi. McAllister. Alvarez. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And the shot! Goal! Argentina! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Yehi moved on forwards. Gordon spread out to the left. Nice control. Shoots!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him. Acuna.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Anderson. Foden. And it's White. Great run on the overlap here. Ah, such a clever touch. England, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Bellingham, lovely feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pickford gets good distance on it. Paredes does really well to win the ball there. Simeone. There will be a throw-in. Simeone. Out to the left it goes. Acuna plays it in low. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again then.
England can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. Stones. White. Stones. Bellingham. And it's played forward. Alvarez. Real chance! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Rice chooses to go cross-field. Bellingham. And it's White. Plenty waiting in the middle. White. Now here's the delivery. Otamendi shifted upfield. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Acuna. McAllister. McAllister has got himself a free kick. And it's McAllister. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Stones gently done. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Kane. He's had a shot!
Kane really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Messi, who does have an assist to his name.
Argentina might just have gone into conservation mode here. Their focus now is clearly to just hold on.
Argentina, on the other hand, are left with no choice but to risk everything and to go for it. De Paul, aim forwards. Messi. And Messi! Decent hit and on target. Rice. Bellingham. Rice. Played over towards the opposite flank. Foden. White. The ball goes in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. White. Bellingham. Anderson. And here's Gordon. Now it's Kane. And there's the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
And it's Kane. Now then, the ball's come loose. Referee's given a throw. Bellingham. Big chance! That has been knocked clear. Rice. He's in here! Acuna, early ball out from the back. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Senesi. McAllister. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Rashford. Hall. Anderson. Bellingham. Kane played out towards the right wing. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Bellingham. He's had a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Alvarez looking to add to his goal. Now it's Simeone. Great defending, strong and determined. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of...
So we're up and running. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him. We have. An early chance there, first of the game.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Simeone is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that was very necessary. And he's put a shade too much on that. And that's going to be a goal kick. McAllister.
Argentina look very much like they've set themselves up to absorb here. It's going to be difficult to try and find space between the lines.
White. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Oh, he's trying it! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Gordon quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Romero. De Paul. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bellingham. That's been slipped through. Now it's Simeone. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Bellingham played into space. Now it's Foden. Time to deliver. Foden. Oh, smashing header! Messi. Well, they could break here. Now it's Alvarez. Spence. Gordon played out towards the right wing. McAllister. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's Messi. And here's Alvarez. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gordon, a chance to play it in. Hit into the middle. McAllister. Senesi forwards and with intent. Pickford, long ball by the goalkeeper. Foden in acres of space out wide. Oh, what a climb! Another fruitless header.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Simeone. Nice defending, physical and effective. Bellingham. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Foden shifted upfield. Acuna defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Calmly anticipates. Otamendi came forwards. And it's Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Simeone. And they can counter here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
England are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
White gets across to intercept that. Stones. It's run loose here. Yehi. Space. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Rice. Moved on forwards. White. Foden. Now it's Foden. Another chance from a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It'll be a throw-in. It's Rice. Shapes to shoot! De Paul. Otamendi gently done. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, he's bustling through here. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Stones is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
That's going to go a long way. It's gone out for a throw-in. Succumbs to the pressure. Clearly not happy with that. Gordon. Anderson. Out to the right. White. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
De Paul. Simeone. The referee's awarded a free kick. Now it's Alvarez. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Himself an absolute peach. Finally, the deadlock is broken. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Now that's well seen too. And it's played forward. Always onto this. Now it's Simeone. That's good defending, very good defending.
Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's a nicely weighted pass. That'll be a corner. Rice with the short one. Crossed into the box. De Paul gets it clear. Anderson. White. Foden. White. It's a mighty effort!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Otamendi. Romero. Otamendi. Messi. That's really well manoeuvred. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Kane. England cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Moved on forwards. Now it's Simeone. Yehi. And here's Kane. And here's Gould. Takes a shot! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character, and it's good to see that in the game.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Messi. Gordon. Now it's Kane. Over to the left. And he's picked out the run. He's shifting through. Gordon! First blood drawn. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Simeone. And here's Alvarez. Shot at goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
White. Great defending, strong and determined. McAllister going full tilt down the left. He's got away. That is lovely. McAllister. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Gordon. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, easy pickings there. Senesi. Simeone. Now it's Kane. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's played forward. Alvarez. Simeone. Out to the left it goes. England leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, taken with style! Argentina are level! Pickford, and he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
After 26 minutes, please. Number 20.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Foden. Kane. Thinks, and the shot! England! And they've got their lead back. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
England go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Alvarez. Played out to the right. Oh, that's nice. Plenty waiting in the middle. And he's there to get it away. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Messi. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. So who's he picking out? Messi. It's a mighty effort! Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Rice. The pull does really well to win the ball there. And here's the chance to counter. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Spence. 5 minutes till the break. Paredes. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Spence. Otamendi. The pull. The pull shifted upfield. White. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
England are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So off we go once more. Alvarez. And it's Messi. Spence. Anderson. Rice. Gordon. Bellingham. And here's Kane. Out to the right. Ah, such a clever touch. Time to deliver. Gordon. And a chance! He's missed, but not by that far. They've played it short. Anderson. And the shot's big chance! Same again, same outcome.
England really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Otamendi forwards and with intent. Messi. Some good work on the right flank here. De Paul. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Romero. And here's Alvarez! Bellingham. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Argentina.
It's pretty clear that the defence have decided that the greatest threat to them at the moment, Peter, are people trying to just run at them.
Run at them, and I suppose beyond them, Jim.
Yeah, particularly late runners into the box. That's what you don't want. They're very dangerous to any defence.
Romero. Messi. Rice. Spence. Anderson. Gahey aim forwards. Rice. Rice gently done. What a throw in. Otamendi. Romero. And it's Messi. De Paul. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Spence. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Spence. De Paul. He is through here. Moved on forwards.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Great defending, strong and determined.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Otamendi forwards and with intent. Messi aim forwards. Rice. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Nice control. Can he deliver? Bellingham. There's the shot! Taking goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
That has changed the dynamic somewhat. Senesi. Into the last 5 minutes. McAllister. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Gordon. And here's Kane. Simeone. Well, they could break here. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Simeone. Simeone. And it's McAllister. In with the challenge. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Gordon. And he's lost his... He's had a shot! They are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
England, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Argentina have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart. And
that is that. England, well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
England, well, I think what was key, Peter, in this game was how the team set the right tone. Once they went ahead, that was pretty much that. It was a cruise to the final whistle.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take all exits to be
So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Gordon. And here's Kane. And here's Gordon. Foot in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Gordon.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
Played into space. Chance! And they've got Reed. That's good play. White. White was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Alvarez. Simeone. Alvarez stood his ground strongly. Now it's and Messi! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Spence. Rice. Gehi gently done. So it is still 0-0. White. Foden. And here's Kane. Kane! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Foden plays it in. Gehi. Rice proves too strong. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He's gone for goal. Rice moves short. Nice control. Kane with the delivery. Shoots! Oh, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Otamendi aim forwards. Alvarez.
Foden.
Bellingham. And here's Kane. Rice shifted upfield. Now it's Foden. Shot a goal! Paredes. It's Rodrigo de Paul. Rice does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Gordon. Simeone. McAllister. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now.
Foden.
And it's Bellingham. And here's Gordon. Otamendi. Otamendi forwards and with intent. Rice wins the duel this time. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Kane. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
England, well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again then.
England have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And here's Gordon, and he's managed to get free. Spence. Oh, what a
The skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
England have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Simeone. And here's Alvarez. He has found the way through. And the shot! Sticks it away! Argentina are level. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Gehi. Rice. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
He's found a way through. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Bellingham. Now that's a fine challenge. Bellingham. De Paul. Moved on forwards. Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Rice. In with the challenge. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Gordon. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Acuna, played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Messi. Now, this could be a chance. Messi in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's neat. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Argentina! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Argentina get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He's on it, can he get away? And here's Foden. And the shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Referee's given a throw. England can make their change now with a break in play.
Substitution for England. Number 18. Coming on the field
And
is
that's a throw.
number 19. Marcus Rashford.
Foden. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Argentina will think that now's the time to shut up shop. Just ensure you see this out without any more incident.
Argentina have somehow to break through, though. De Paul producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Alvarez. Half an hour gone in the second half.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And a chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this. England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Spence has created one goal already. And it's played forward. White. It's Rashford! Tried the volley, but no.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Well, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now.
Number 20. Number 12.
Great defending, strong and determined. And he has been fouled there. That's Simeone! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Rice. Gehi. Spence.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Rice played out to the left flank. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
England really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. But it's Livramento. Bellingham. So that's it. It is all over. England illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
underway.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Here comes the corner. Argentina can break now. Alvarez. De Paul. Alvarez. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Yehi. Rice. And it's Kane. He's had a shot! And that's off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Paredes. Argentina do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. And there's green grass ahead of him. Simeone. Spread out to the left. McAllister. Still goalless. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's got away. Bellingham receives it in a wide position. Foden. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. De Paul. Alvarez. And it's Rodrigo De Paul. Now it's Messi. And a chance! Goal! Argentina! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Argentina have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Anderson. Foden. Paredes does well to get it back. Alvarez. Simeone. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Rice. Bellingham. And it's White. Senesi. Senesi forwards and with intent.
Out to the left it goes.
Simeone. He has a look.
Chance! Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Strong running down that left flank. Spence drives forward on the overlap. Rice. Gordon. And they've got Reed. Bellingham. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Messi. Simeone. And it's made its way to him. Bellingham. Gordon. Spence. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Messi. Now it's to Paul. Messi in acres of space out wide. Messi. Oh, it's come loose. Spence gets good distance on it. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
England can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Great defending, strong and determined. Rice. Bellingham. And it's played forward.
Could move up a gear here.
Messi chips it through. Gehi. Spence. Rice. Rice shifted up. He's gone for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Kane usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
DePaul, who's set up one goal so far. England still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Foden. Bellingham. Spence being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, played right into his path. And he's managed to get free. Plenty to aim at here. It's a loose ball. And the The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Succumbs to the pressure. Paredes.
Paredes, gently done.
Simeone. Anderson gets a foot in here. Foden. He's found a way through. Proves too strong. McAllister, aim forwards. Oh, well measured. Pickford gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's White. Oh, delicate chip through. That pass just didn't quite work.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Space. Rice. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Anderson. White.
England really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Rice. Play towards the front line.
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well, that's Simeone. Alvarez. Messi. Shot a goal! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Argentina are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. White. Lovely bit of skill. Foden. Oh, good spread. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Moved on forwards. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Alvarez. Stones does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Rashford. He has found the way through. And it's Hall. And here's Rashford. McAllister. Sent. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. Your reflections then, Jim?
England simply forgot to turn up with an attack, Peter, and that lack of cutting edge.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. But back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who can play anywhere across the line, so this is a great guy to have in your squad.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yehi. Anderson. Stones.
Played out to the right.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Can he spark a counter here? Acuna. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
White, delicate ball, and it needs to be. It's a loose ball. Argentina starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. Messi.
Oh, that's neat.
De Paul. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Brilliantly cut out. Over to the left. Ah, looking to break at pace. Spence. And it's Kane. Played into space. That is lovely.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Rice. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Stones. Bellingham. And here's Foden. Acuna.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective involvement.
McAllister. Acuna. Forwards and with intent. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Paredes gets in to thwart him. Paredes defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Otamendi, nicely aimed pass. He's found a way through. Alvarez. And a chance! Goal! Argentina!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Argentina are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Spence. Spence chooses to go cross-field. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, and it's played forward. Foden. Played in by Foden. Foden puts too much behind that. McAllister. Rice. Spence. Otamendi. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That gets things going for the second half.
England really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Simeone looks to get on the end of this. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Otamendi. Paredes. McAllister. That's really well manoeuvred. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Kane. Foden. He's in, surely! And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. De Paul. And it's Messi. And here's Alvarez. And here's Alvarez. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And here's Alvarez. And here's De Paul. Decent chance! Oh, it's come loose.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Rice, gently done. He is through here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Foden. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Simeone. Stones did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Foden.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
England are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Romero. Paredes.
Paredes.
It's a sharp pass. Nice physical challenge. And here's Alvarez. De Paul. Messi. It is a corner. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Can he finish?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rice gets a foot in here. And it's Rashford. Plays it through. Spence. Now it's Rashford.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Alvarez. Messi shoots! It's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So we have a double substitution going on here. Argentina could not have picked a better time to snatch it. Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Acuna. McAllister. He's had a shot! Messi, and the shot! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were at times cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, Peter,
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and We know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents. And it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character. And it's good to see that in the game.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. Nice control. Foden. Oh, it's come loose. And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Gehi, and the keeper's got it again. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Messi. Romero, and it's lofted through here. Anderson, great defending, strong and determined.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up.
Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That's very neat. Gordon, oh, it's played into the area. It's been a pretty frantic start, a lot of front foot pressing. McAllister, Simeone. White does really well to win the ball there. Anderson, gently done.
Cleared without complication.
And that's another throw. And it's Bellingham. Foden, he has found a header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Looking to break at pace. Bellingham, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Bellingham. Kane. Paredes.
Paredes.
Forwards and with intent. De Paul. De Paul! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Climbs up big! Just off target.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Spence. England getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
That's good defending, very good defending.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
It's Kane! Messi. Played out to the right. Caresses it through.
So nearly the perfect ball.
Rice. Spence chooses to go cross-field. White gently done. And that was very necessary.
That's ruffled a few feathers.
But well dealt with. McAllister played with finesse. Can he deliver? Simeone. He's in a good position. To Paul! Oh, denied brilliantly!
DePaul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Messi goes short. And here's Messi. And it's McAllister. And he shoots! White. Chance for a shot!
Danger averted for now.
And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Bellingham. Foden. White. Now it's Simeone. In with the challenge. And here's Alvarez.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Bellingham. Anderson. Gordon. Spread out to the left. That's good play. Bellingham. He's having a shot! Here's a shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Otamendi aim forwards. Romero hurtling down that right flank. That's tidy. Now it's Messi.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Messi plays it short. Acuna. Kane. Now it's Gordon.
Paredes.
Does really well there, strong defending.
McAllister. Simeone. And here's Alvarez. Oh, just skips past his man. Anderson gets rid without sophistication. Foden, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's played forward, and here's the chance to counter. That looks a cracking ball. Simeone. And here's Alvarez. Can he finish? It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
After 73 minutes, boys. Number 9.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And here's Foden. And it's White. Cross in, looks like a good one.
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Rice. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. And here's Kane. Cross deflected behind for a corner. England making another change here. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Yeah, that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. You can't afford a repeat.
England really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Messi. De Paul. He's free, he has got space. Delivered in.
Argentina can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Rice. Hall.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
And it's Livramento. Tries a measured ball. Hall. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
a mighty effort! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Otamendi shifted upfield. McAllister moved on forwards. Foden. Now it's Simeone. He's found a way through. Ambitious ball. And Messi!
The whistle has gone and it is all over. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial